Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Munro. Happy birthday to you. Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Oh, come on.
Oh, one of those.
No, it's not that bad.
Come on this side. Like this side. Hey! There you are.
You never usually have trouble with one.
So like, he's going to pass it now.
She'd only made one wish. I could blow them both of them out.
That I can relate to. Now, this is a chap called Robert W. Service, who was an Englishman who went to the Yukon, and he chronicled the gold rush of that time in verse. He wrote poems, and he became quite famous. For example, the one that stands out is the shooting of Dan McGrew.
Oh, yeah.
That's quite famous. And he did this. In fact, I've got a big book for all the verses. He became famous and wealthy, and he retired to the south of France. And he lived very nicely there, and he wrote a verse describing his life there. And this is how it goes. He said, "My stomach no longer concave, my hair no longer wavy. I've got one foot in the grave and the other in the gravy." Now, I kind of relate to that in a minor way. I mean, Glenrothes isn't the gravy of the Riviera, but nevertheless, I'm pretty comfortable.
Yes, no.
And so, yeah, I relate to that. I kind of like that. So that was the first thought I had. And then I thought, well, I never told you a story about the time I spent alone in a deserted airport with one woman all night. Okay.
Tell us more.
I did. That was the last time I went to America, when I missed the connecting flight in Heathrow, and I got a later flight which landed me in O'Hare Airport in Chicago in the evening. And the connecting flight was in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. And I decided, typically, I wasn't going to spend money going out to a hotel. I would just stay in the airport all night. And it shut down. You couldn't buy a cup of coffee, you couldn't get anything. And I thought I was alone in the airport. And then I found there was someone else, this woman. And she was sort of in her 40s, I think. And so I had a word with her, I spoke to her. And she apparently was from the Philippines, and she'd got stuck the same way I did. And she was waiting for her flight in the morning. So we talked a bit, and I mentioned my age, which was 89 at that time. And she asked a question. She said, "What have you learned in all these years?" Now, at the time I just fobbed it off with a joke. I said, "What I've learned is there are three kinds of people in the world. There are those who can count and those who can't." Maybe it's too early for that sort of thing.
Three.
You've got to say what's the third.
Yes,
So it proves you can count.
Oh dear.
Go again.
What kind of noise of this? But you know, that question does crop up from time to time.
Yes.
What have I learned in all these years? Maybe it's something you should ask yourselves,
Yeah.
because it takes some thinking.
I thought
And,
in your case, I would
I think
it would be what is it not
what I
learned?
came up with in the end was that I've learned what I am and where I am in all the different meanings of the word. Okay, so it's something to think about.